What's the process of accounting? What is this accounting cycle? Let's get an understanding through this video. You know, accounting is starting with transactions and events. So what is this transaction? What is events? Let me take transaction first. If you take sale of 100,000 US dollars, that's a transaction. If you take purchase of 50,000 US dollars, it's a transaction. So what are these events? If you take depreciation, depreciation is an event. Due to fire, sometimes your stock can get damaged. So it's an event. Some of your customer can go for bankrupt. It's an event. So these transactions and events in accounting, we have to record it somewhere. So where are we recording these transactions and events for the first time? We will call that one as prime entry books. In prime entry books only, we will be recording our transactions and events for the first time. But what you have to remember, when we are recording these transactions and events, we should have some source documents which is supporting these transactions. So once the transactions and events are happen, we will be recording those transactions and events in the prime entry book. So in prime entry book, what we will be doing, we will be just recording the transactions. We will not prepare any T accounts. The double entries will not be there in your prime entry books. In prime entry books, you will be just recording your transaction. Prime entry books are the books where you will be recording your transactions for the first time. So if you ask me how many types of prime entry books are there, according to the new accounting, there are 8 prime entry books. So what are these 8 prime entry books and how we are recording transactions in the prime entry books? So that understanding given in a different video. So you can check that video through the link available in the description. So once we record these transactions and events in our prime entry books, we have to transfer those transactions or we have to record those transactions in our ledger book. So that is the next step. So if you ask me how many ledger books are there? Normally in accounting we will be preparing 3 ledger books. There is something called sales ledger book, there is something called purchase ledger book, there is something called general ledger book. So what are the types of transaction we will be recording in this ledger book? All those details are provided in a different video. So you can watch that video through the link available in the description. So if you take this ledger book, in this ledger book there will be lots of T accounts. So in ledger books only you will be doing your all the double entries. So once we record the transactions and events in our ledger books, what we will be doing using the balances of our T accounts, if not our ledger accounts, we will be preparing the trial balance. So in trial balance, you have all the ledger balances. So using the trial balance and with some additional information, what we will be doing, we will be preparing the financial statements. So what are the components of financial statements? How many financial statements that we are preparing? All the information is provided through a different video. So you can watch that video through the link available in the description. So if you ask me, what's the purpose of accounting? What's the objective of accounting? The objective of accounting is providing information for the interested party of the organization. We have to provide our business information for the interested parties of the organization. So for these people, how we are going to provide the information? Using the financial statements that we prepare. So we will be providing these financial statements for the users of the accounts or the interested parties of the organization. So how many financial statements that we are providing? What are the types of financial statements that we are providing? So as I said you, the detail is there in the video which is available in the description. So process of accounting is that simple. Normally all the businesses will have transactions and events. So all these transactions and events with the supporting documents, with proof document, we will be recording in the prime entry book. In prime entry book, we will be just recording the transaction. We are not doing any double entries. After that, we will be transferring those transactions or recording those transactions in the ledger books. In our T accounts, we will do our double entries. So using the balances of the ledger accounts, we will be preparing the trial balance, and using the trial balance and some with additional information, we will be preparing the financial statements. So these financial statements will be given to the users of the accounts in order to take decision. So this is the entire process of the accounting. If not, we will call it as accounting cycle. So I hope you got a very good understanding about accounting cycle. So let's meet again with my next video.